Continuing with the methodology for interpreting electrical diagrams in automotive air conditioning systems, at this point it is essential to pause in order to integrate, review, and structure in greater depth everything we have studied so far. This is not merely about summarizing what has been covered, but about reinforcing each concept and relating it to the others, so that the analysis of the diagram becomes clear, logical, and organized. The main intention is to build a solid foundation of understanding that allows us to confidently and clearly answer the central question: how do you correctly analyze an automotive air conditioning diagram, understanding the electrical logic behind every symbol, every line, and every connection? The first step consists of accurately identifying how and where in the diagram the system is turned on, since the entire operation of the air conditioning system depends on this initial point. To achieve this, the first thing we must look for is the air conditioning control knob or activation switch, which represents the user's direct action on the system. In the diagram, this knob appears represented at two different points, which may lead one to think that there are two different switches. However, it is very important to clarify that it is the same switch shown in two locations. The author of the schematic has drawn it this way to facilitate reading, allow better circuit tracking, and make the current flow path easier to understand within the diagram. This control system operates on the negative side, which means that the knob always supplies a negative signal to the circuit when it is activated. When we place the knob in the on position, a negative polarity is generated at the point identified as L or LO within the diagram. That negative begins to move along the circuit, maintaining the same negative polarity at all times until it reaches the coil of a relay. This coil has a positive terminal and a negative terminal, and when it receives the correct polarization, it becomes energized. As a consequence, a magnetic field is generated that attracts the relay contact, causing it to move from its rest position to the working or active position. Once the relay has closed, the positive polarity is enabled to circulate through the electrical circuit. This positive begins its path through the conductors and connections of the diagram until it encounters a load, which in this case corresponds to the blower motor. Upon reaching the motor, the positive current has several possible routes to continue. However, it will only follow those routes where there is a negative point to attract it. All paths where there is no negative point are discarded, since without that attraction between opposite charges, electrical current cannot flow. Following the correct path, the current first passes through a fuse that protects the circuit and then goes through a series of resistors identified as A. It subsequently continues through the first, second, and third resistors until it finally reaches a point that is connected to ground. Since ground represents negative polarity, the positive is attracted to that point, and the current is able to flow. The practical result of this path is that the blower motor turns on, but it does so at a low speed. This occurs because the available voltage is distributed among several loads, the motor and the three resistors. By dividing the voltage into 4 parts, the motor receives only a reduced fraction of the total voltage, causing the blower to rotate slowly. With this first interpretation, we can confirm that the blower is on and operating, even if at low speed. This detail is extremely important, since in automotive air conditioning systems, the compressor and the rest of the system cannot be activated if the blower does not have electrical power. This operating principle is basic and is constantly repeated in automotive electrical diagrams, so it must be very clear from the beginning of the analysis. The second step of the analysis consists of locating the specific air conditioning switch within the diagram. This component usually appears identified as the AC switch and represents the user's direct command to activate the cooling system. When analyzing its polarity, it can be observed that it operates on the negative side, since the entire circuit leads to a common ground point. At the same time, the section of the diagram corresponding to the positive polarity can be clearly identified, where all points are permanently supplied with positive voltage, irrespective of the switch position. When the air conditioning switch is activated, the diode is triggered and allows the positive to be directed toward the automotive air conditioning controller. This controller receives signals from different sensors, such as the air conditioning thermistor, which allows it to interpret that the user wants to turn the system on. Based on this information, the controller processes the signals and sends a command to the vehicle's engine control module to coordinate the overall operation of the system. The engine control module uses this signal to make decisions that optimize engine performance when the air conditioning is operating. One of the most important decisions is increasing the revolutions per minute, or RPM, which compensates for the additional load imposed by the air conditioning compressor and maintains stable engine operation. The third step of the analysis consists of locating the air conditioning clutch coil within the diagram. This component is responsible for coupling the compressor to the engine. The schematic shows that it requires both positive and negative polarity in order to energize. The positive is permanently present at one of its terminals, but the coil does not activate until it receives the corresponding negative. That negative is supplied by the air conditioning control module itself, which decides when to energize the coil. When the user activates the air conditioning switch, the module performs two actions simultaneously and in coordinated manner. On one hand, it sends the signal to the engine control module to increase the RPM, and on the other, it causes a specific pin, identified for example as pin 12, to adopt negative polarity. That negative reaches the clutch coil, allowing current to flow, the magnetic field to be generated, and the relay associated with that circuit to close. Finally, when the relay closes, the positive can reach the air conditioning compressor clutch without restrictions. At that moment, the clutch mechanically engages, the compressor begins to rotate, and the automotive air conditioning system enters full operation, thus completing the entire logical and electrical sequence observed and interpreted from the diagram.